just a little flight information. Coming up on the left, we're going to be catching a glimpse. Good afternoon, this is your captain speaking with just a little flight information. Coming up on the left, we're going to be catching a glimpse.
We have runway vision. Just have to align.
Ready for flaps 1.
Yeah, flaps. Three flaps.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Speed is good for flaps 1.
Perfect.
Excellent. Alright.
Oh.
Off control.
Flap 20.
Flaps 5. Speed is good for flaps 5.
Okay.
Flaps 50.
Flap 50. Approach. We are on approach. Glide slope is alive.
The slope is up and ready. And the localizer as well.
The localizer is on. And we aim to descend.
Speed is getting up.
Speed is getting up and we are good at speed. Check.
One for 6.
1 for 6.
Roger, City 168, one direct contact, check to Bob, King, 518 16,000. Correct, Bob, 16,000.
1000.
Continue.
Running checklist.
Running checklist.
Flaps 30.
Flap 30.
Speed brake is out.
We have brakes on.
Flaps 30 green light.
Check.
Running lights are on.
Engine continuous.
Cabin crew
Seatbelt.
is advised. And we are clear. Landing checks completed.
Checks completed. Continue.
100.
400.
Approaching minimum.
Minimums. 300.
Flight directors.
Continue.
Pilot is up.
Autopilot is out.
200. Good, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Passes. Brake.
Any knots?
Man your brakes.
We are exiting runway via taxiway Charlie.
We are.
Fast.
Yes, sir.
Yes, taxiway Charlie. Alright. I'll give you after land procedure.
Landing lights out.
Our tax is on and start the APU.
26 received, Pentagon Center on 133.15, have a good day. 26 good day.
Import short and straight them. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our super flight. I thank Captain for the flight. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure flying with you. This is Wama's 737-800 Boeing, and this is what we do. It has been a lovely flight. See you now.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, men and women. Welcome to the Aviation Club of Uganda. Once again, it's been a while, but here we are today at the usual premises of Wama Aero Innovations. They're still our sponsors today, and of course, on the panel, the usual suspect, Captain Ivan, and of course, your host, Kakoza, Tony James. Captain, welcome back to the panel.
Hey, thank you so much.
Been a
It's
while.
been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. But we finally back. We've been very busy. Trying to put up flight simulators and having expos here and there. So generally, business as usual. We've been trying to run things, see how the aviation industry can be improved.
We are here, you know, we always speak nothing but aviation.
Exactly.
Today we're having global news that have made headlines, I think, around the entire world regarding aviation.
Yep.
But not to go far, we've had a couple of them here in our home country in Uganda. And the major concern, of course, is about our flagship carrier, the Uganda Airlines. We've had quite a number of incidences, but I'll pick up a few of them.
Yeah.
Actually, I think this week and the previous week, a couple of days ago, maybe 5 or 6, the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda summoned, let me call them leaders of the airline, Uganda Airlines in particular, and they sensed some things not going on well regarding the airline. And I wanted us to discuss a little bit of facts. I need facts, and we need facts with. I want you to shape them to our layman's understanding.
Yeah.
Because it's branded as Uganda Airlines, so it's majorly Uganda. You know, we always speak of Omuntu Wawansi, so I want Omuntu Wawansi to understand.
Exactly.
And we're speaking about the Parliament summoning the CEOs and the entire leadership community of the Uganda Airlines.
Correct.
And the points I noted, a few of them. One, I had something about old planes.
Oh.
And old planes have no spare parts. The spare parts are available, are very expensive. And in particular, I read about the CRJ 900.
Yeah.
We call it the Bombardier. What is wrong with this aircraft? Because I'm seeing the same aircraft in Kigali, I've seen it in South Africa, I've flown on it actually in Indonesia, I've flown Uganda Airlines quite a number of times. What is wrong with this? Because Parliament articulated this. You see, when you see lawmakers, you know, informing the general public that I think some planes are old here. What is going on with the CRJ? What is going on with the flagship carrier, the Uganda Airlines?
Okay, hi there, this is Ivan, you are listening from Wama Aero Innovations as usual. There's nothing wrong with the CRJ 900 or Charlie Romeo Juliet 900. There's nothing wrong with it.
Before you say there's nothing wrong with the airline, I've seen the CEO of the airline, Miss Bamtrach Jennifer, brilliant lady we have there, with a couple of engineers, and they had dismantled off one of the engines. of the CRJ, and it's the same thing you're saying. It has no issues.
Mm,
But the engines are flying up and down. We've seen them remove one, put it down, put up another one, and the layman, the Montua 1C, so as we'll be discussing later on the panel, is getting worried about the airline,
Yes, yes.
about the planes, about the entire airline.
Okay.
Describe to us what you mean that it has no issues here.
Okay, the CRJ 900 is an abbreviation Canadian Region Jet 900. Canadian Region Jet
Okay.
900. It's a type of plane.
So we purchased four Canadian regional jets.
They came in two.
Yeah.
Okay. The first two came in, and these are brand new aircraft, by the way. I don't know what's getting to us here. We try to stoop low what we really are.
Again, today I have a lot of questions concerning Uganda Airlines because it's our flagship carrier. It's
Exactly.
ours as a country. You said brand new.
Brand new.
When I see, I'm an aviator. I've flown a couple of aircraft.
Yeah.
When I visit a flight radar 24, that site, it shows you a particular airliner, the name, the serial codes,
And the destination, where
the
it's going,
destination, and
the altitude.
one thing
the speed.
I want to note here, Ivan, to our viewers, this very website and site shows you the age, the actual age of the aircraft. And once I Google our CRJs, it shows that these aircraft are getting to 6 years. It says 5.9 years. Where did the Parliament and the COSASI teams, where did they get that these jets could be old? Because for me, I've flown certain jets in Nigeria. It's called Airpeace, and the jet is 24 years old, and we've flown it for 14 hours consecutive in the air. And this is 5.9 years, as stated by Flight Radar. It's an outside site, and our viewers could also visit the Flight Radar 24. Why did the COSASI say this is all? These jets could be old, yet it's 5.9 getting to 6 years.
Well, everyone is obliged to his own understanding and his own way of looking at things.
But this
I
is
mean,
the
the
Parliament.
co-
These
yeah.
are our lawmakers.
Yes, they are there to pose questions, and we are there to answer them.
Okay.
Okay. The fact is, these jets came in brand new.
I understand.
Okay.
I was at Entebbe in 2018.
Exactly. And I don't know where they even retrieve information that the spare parts are no longer into existence. Yes, truth of the matter is, these jets were stopped being made, manufactured.
I
Okay, that was, let me say, 2020. Okay, but there are jets out there. We have them. Rwanda has them. Delta Air, the U.S. company,
The
has them.
US.
I was in Johannesburg, flying in and out. I saw them. Okay, they're in Asia. They're in Europe. They're everywhere. They're in Canada. Okay. Now, you can't tell me the spares are lost. I mean, they're out of. They're
Where are
not-
these other airlines getting these spares?
Let's start with the real nitty-gritties of the engine and the spares and the people who make the spares. Okay. That CRJ 900 has an engine, a CF34.
The GE CF34.
CF34.
The 8E actually. We fly the 8E.
Dash 8 Charlie 5. Okay. This engine is made by an American company called GE.
The General Electric Aerospace.
Aerospace. Okay. It's an American company. They're into business of building these engines. Until the last CRJ drops, that's when these people will stop manufacturing what? Spare parts. But as long as the CRJ is still into existence, spare parts are available. Okay? And it's the same company that is even making engines for a 777.
The Boeing 777.
Boeing 777 that
It
you...
has an engine called the GE90.
GE9011.
115B.
115B. Okay? They're the same people that are making that. Alright? So, I find, I'm even overwhelmed hearing that there are no spares, there are no what. Spares are available. And this is general information to everyone. You can even Google. Okay.
So
For instance, the AP is done by by a company called Honeywell.
yes,
all right?
I know how to-
If you want avionics, then we have the Cowell.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So everything, every component of the CRJ has its own manufacturing company that is owned and running. There's no scarcity of spare
Spares.
parts. Okay, if that's your worry. Now, the other worry that has been roaming around social media here and there, that Ugandans, for the very first time, have fixed the jet engine and it's on and running.
Yes.
Okay.
We are coming to that, but before we proceed to that part, we are not yet clear of this
Which-
spare parts issues because Ms. Bamturaki, the CEO of the airline, said these things are got from third parties. Is there a way? You stated the GE company, the Honeywell, the avionics from Rockwell and others. Is there a way Uganda Airlines could contact these people directly to get these spares? I mean, because they are stating that spares are coming from third parties and they are very expensive. Those that are available are very expensive. And the parliament here, the COSASE team said there are no spares. You've articulated that way that these companies are still in business.
And they're in business and in existence.
Yes. Why isn't Uganda Airlines contacting these people directly? We need to find out.
You see, when it comes to aviation, okay, aviation is very expensive.
I understand.
Reason being, there are few players in the market, okay, or in the field. So, to gain out of it, you need to heighten prices.
Do we have middlemen around here?
Of course, any business has middlemen, and you have to have a good bargaining power over it. Okay,
We understand.
this is an organization that has all the muscle. Okay, then it has to find a way of maneuvering the third party so that it can have spare parts that fit their own pockets. Okay.
When we move on to this,
So,
Ivan,
gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, fellow countrymen, I'm here as a patriotic person, articulating matters of CRJ 900 because I'm an aviator. Okay, this airliner is good to fly. It's safe to fly. Okay, these little issues that come in, I put the blame to us.
Captain,
We've not had enough platform that articulates matters to a level
Let me
of wants
let me
to
come in
better understand.
shortly here, Captain. The CRJ 900 we are talking of
Yes,
has had no major accidents in the past.
of course.
And if we have begun having they've said some spares come in second hand, some do not, and I've seen them mounting on another engine. Aren't we going to witness an accident? Because the CRJ has no
My dear.
I want you to articulate this
Yes.
to the layman's understanding.
Yes, my dear.
Because our people are worried about the bombardier and everything going on with it.
Aircraft maintenance is mandatory. Okay?
I understand.
It's mandatory. Like you go and do service to your car. Don't you do service to your car?
Yes, we do that.
You do. Okay? It's mandatory. Engines are changed here and there, now and then. And this has been done. But the issue here, the Wama issue here is blacks, fellow Ugandans doing it for the very first time, posing a threat. That's not right. Government has really put in a lot of money
Are we
to
licensed?
send these boys out there to get type rating on those particular aircraft. And by the way, okay, this was a joint venture.
Yes.
The expatriates were not Ugandans. They were retrieved from Kenya.
That's Kenya flying CRJ.
Okay? I mean, there are people there with the law. Okay? I mean, you don't need to have a culture technique, do you? Simple logic. So these expatriates were retrieved from Kenya, brought up here. But the problem was, the Ugandan society or the Ugandan engineers put their faces before the camera.
Is
Okay.
Uganda Airlines under CAA?
And which isn't bad at
the
all.
Civil Aviation Authority licensed to do this? Do we have a license to do this?
Why not? We are under ICAO.
The International Civil Aviation Authority.
So we cannot do anything outside the game. We see, we play within the game. CAA has to play within the game, and Uganda Airlines has to play within the game.
This has made an alarm that have you seen everywhere you pass downtown and
Hey.
everywhere on social media? I've been on TikTok, and my producer will be sharing such the views on TikTok, on X, formerly Twitter, on Facebook, and people are saying, "Wow, if Ugandans are changing that engine." Actually, CAA and Uganda Airlines did not show us the license. You know, to some of us who read, if we had read that we have a licensed, we are licensed to do that. You know, we could take her and say, okay, we are licensed. We don't know we are licensed.
Let me ask you something. You've ever attended primary, secondary school, and blah blah blah. Do you know that those institutions have registration license numbers?
Yes, I know.
Did you take the responsibility of having that number?
Yes, I know.
Did you take the responsibility?
Yes.
Or you just went and enrolled? After enrolling, you passed and there you have your graduation. Okay? There's something that don't need to be publicized. Okay? So for instance, King's College is not going to run out. This is our number, kind of please bring in for registration. Come in for registration.
But their signposts always have those indications.
It depends on someone's own discretion. Alright? So now, the expatriates came from Kenya. Okay? They joined hands with our own engineers here. If you're really not trusting our own engineers, how long are we going to be in slavery? Employing the white man, come on here, deal with our aircraft, get our money, then go. Why are we sending this boy to school anyway? And why did you have even to go to school? You always want to live by your means, don't you?
Of course.
You're complaining that Uganda Airlines has a lot of expenditure.
We are
They're
making
fighting
losses here. We are
yes,
making losses.
and bringing in the white people to fix the engines is part of making loss. Where we're having our own engineers here, and we can even outsource from our own neighbors at a minimal rate, at a minimal value. Uganda Airlines is trying to fight to live by its means, to cut the expenses. Then you're grumbling. Why is the government of Uganda pushing these kids to go out there to get ratings of on the same engines? If you really don't believe in it. And another thing we're going to do, if moderator we are not serious, we are not so keen about this, what we do next, what we're going to do is not trusting Ugandan pilots fly this aircraft.
Because
this is what is coming up.
Of course,
next is going to be,
to
I don't believe in Captain so-and-so flying us from here up to Guangzhou, or from here up to Accra, or from here up to Jersey.
Captain,
Because if we let this thing go with simple arguments that are baseless, okay, I'm not a social media guy. Okay, because
because
I'm always busy. I have a lot of things to catch up. Okay, but trust me. Oh, the producer is going to run those.
Producer, we are going to run some of the social media
critics. And trust me, can you look into them and give me one social media tweet or TikTok argument that has a basis? It's all about malice.
Besides, Captain, these are the people that are going to use the same aircraft.
And
these people are in Dubai, they're in Lagos, they're everywhere, and they are going to use Uganda Airlines to fly back home and to other destinations.
No worries.
So the reason
even the ones, even the Qatar Air, they do change engines.
Of course.
Even
Emirates, do so.
They do change engines. Okay. Have you heard of ICAO grumbling that you messed up?
Not really.
ICAO has its nose everywhere, has its own spies everywhere. They would have come long time ago. Okay,
I understand.
They're always also in social media. They would have seen this as a discrepancy and come in and regulate. We have the license, we have the muscle. Uganda is moving forward, by the way.
Captain,
and Uganda Airlines is moving forward.
We are just speaking. Where is the muscle you have? We need to see the muscle. we need to have it to the common man.
Yes, the mass
We
has
need-
really come in.
we
You
are buying
see,
trust
we've
for you.
changed the engines together with our neighbors here.
You publish
and
that, and after publishing that, everyone is worried.
worried about
What engine are they putting up on the CRJ? Who is doing that? Why are they doing it inside there? It's the same question that I've asked and I've not
Is
got
there,
a straight answer.
moderator, is there a special place where engines should be changed in any way?
Do we have an hangar for Uganda Airlines already set up?
Jesus Christ. I already told you. You don't need a cow to take milk. This can be done in trust me.
So we're about to see
We have
CRJ
hangars.
engine in Qatar.
And the same was done in a hangar. The same was done in a hangar. Okay? There's one thing, moderator, that you're not looking at, and people are failing to bring out. Okay? Yes, I understand people may have pain at their heart, they're engraved. Okay? Alright? But if we look into the nitty-gritties and with a keen eye look at how people are really throwing out Uganda Airlines, it's after something. They're up to something.
It is beyond patriotism, Captain.
Okay.
We are all patriotic people and we
Because
love our
look-
country. But we love our lives much more to gamble with.
Yes.
Let me ask you a simple question, Captain.
Because I don't know. No. You see, I fly planes. Okay? And we've been flying with you.
Yes.
For quite some time. Okay? If you let the thing pass, the next thing will be, we don't believe in students, in pilots, black pilots who are coming from Uganda.
Of course.
Okay?
Well,
What's so special about changing? Let me tell you something. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. If we were to change the engine of an aircraft, this is what we call procedure.
Of course.
Okay? To follow the procedure, of course, you have to follow the checklist
And the SOPs.
and the SOPs. Okay? You may have the muscle memory to do all that without a checklist. Alright? But for clarity, you need to have the checklist with you when you're doing. And let me tell you something. When it comes to engines, it's all about plug and play. Rome wasn't built in one day. Yes, sir. Yes, Uganda Airlines should be struggling. Like we are struggling here at Wama Air Innovations. But there's a time when you break even. Uganda Airlines will break even. Have you looked at the statistics before you play that?
Before the
No.
statistics happen.
Have you looked at their statistics?
Yes, I've looked at this. I've read everything about the statistics.
Look at the new route that the company has put up. The
Entebbe to
London. It's full
Gatwick.
to capacity. On each and every flight is full. In fact,
and the Airbus 330.
yes, there is need for another aircraft to do the same route. Okay? Look at the statistic rate from 2020, 21,
we are building
22,
routes with,
and they are, in fact, more and more passengers are coming on board. They had a record that was broken even this year. Okay? Yes, Ugandans may not have the potential or the credibility to go to London, but look, Uganda Airlines, okay, is now a transitional hub.
Not only on Twitter.
People who would like to go to London direct, come from Rwanda, come from Congo, come from Tanzania, come from everywhere, and they have direct flight where? Tell the people that are occupying our airliner, okay? The people that are down here in downtown and have never even stepped a foot into aircraft. Okay? They are tarnishing the name.
These messages are on X.
Yeah, go
on
ahead.
Twitter. Someone called Seriko Israel has said that he cannot trust the engineers. He cannot trust Ugandan engineers. So
No. Let me. Mr. Seroko, you cannot trust Ugandan engineers because you're not an aeronautical engineer. Okay? Let me ask you something. Can you stand before the judge and articulate matters of the law
no.
when you're not a lawyer or when you're not a judge?
Absolutely not.
Thank you so much. You cannot articulate matters of
Producer,
aviation when you're not a pilot, when you're not a cabin
We'll be
crew.
displaying these screenshots from
Yes.
X and from Facebook and replies on.
You need to be
TikTok.
within the jurisdiction of that activity.
These are Ugandans writing this.
Yes.
Are they mad?
Absolutely. What can I say? Because you want to articulate matters out of your jurisdiction of understanding.
Yes, they're out of our jurisdictions of understanding. Yes, we.
You're going to make errors.
But we are the ones boarding these aircraft.
Board them with comfort, because I'm a pilot. I'm here to tell you so. I fly planes, and if it means having another test flight on that CRJ, the day they will have it, I'm going to be on the board to make sure that the general public sees me on board. We take off, we come back and land to make sure that to give it to people that the aircraft is safe for flight. They had their first test flight and it was all good.
Yes, I watched that on the
yes.
national television.
Did you see the plane crashing?
No, it did not crash.
And isn't that reflecting this young man's words? So let us set
before
on
you go
this.
for a short break.
Yes, let us set on this. There's a phrase that goes, if wishes were horses, then beggars will ride. Okay? If I don't need even to go into the nitty-gritty of that phrase. Just know, if wishes were horses, then beggars will ride. In simple terms, if someone...
Captain, who is responsible? My last question before we go for a short break. Who is responsible for this mess? Is it Uganda Airlines?
Which mess is
this,
that?
The
Point it out.
CEO?
I need to know the mess.
I've articulated a lot of points here, Captain.
Because they are baseless. Baseless. You
this
came
is the
in.
Parliament talking and the views of the public that I've given you.
Yes, and I've given Mr. Me.
Second-hand spare parts.
My issue is.
What is on the CRJ?
Who's
responsible for this mess?
Okay. The so-called mess.
Is it the Parliament?
Let me clarify
is
this.
Is it the general public?
What you call mess is misinformation. You're misinformed.
About what?
About everything. Because you can't say spare parts are not available. I've given you where the spare parts are. That one has been crushed. Okay? You can't say CRJ is unsafe for flight. It had its test flight. Okay? It went into the K and came back to land.
Actually, I'm taking a flight to Nairobi and I want to use Uganda Airlines on the
definitely,
CRJ.
definitely.
I'll have one-way flight from Nairobi to come.
In fact, I'm going to talk to Uganda Airlines. Okay, come along with my camera because we need to fight this thing. Come along with my camera.
Yes,
on the second test flight, if at all it's there. Okay?
No, I'm flying just to Nairobi.
If at all it's there, I'll make sure that I'm on that board and comfort everyone that is on board that this aircraft is good for flight. Okay? It's good for flight. I don't know what's gotten to Ugandans. You always argue things out of your scope. Totally out of your scope. You're not an aeronautical engineer. Baselessly, you said the aircraft is not safe for flight. Elucidate information that really relies on that matter. How is it unsafe for flight? You don't need to be... This is not rocket science. Okay? If it were me saying, oh, ladies and gentlemen, the CRJ 900 is unsafe for flight, then you'd sit down and listen.
We had an issue way back in 2018 on the MAX, the Boeing 737 MAX 8. It had issues with software. And the software was called MCAS, the Maneuvering Characteristic Augmentation System. It had a lot to do with the stud trims and changing the elevators and everything. And it crashed on with the Lion Air and with the Ethiopian Air, and it killed quite a number of people. May their souls rest in peace. But before, we are trying to find medicine for this disease, Captain. We are not painting a bad image for the company, for the airline.
No. I want you to outline the disease, because I am the remedy.
The diseases have been outlined by the Parliament here, by the COSASE.
Disease number one is what?
And the general public have been giving you their views.
They are entitled to their opinion. Okay? But in a wrong way. They're entitled to their opinion, but in a wrong way. Okay? In a very wrong way. All I hear, the aircraft is not safe for flight. It had its flight. Went, came back, it's safe for flight. All I hear,
The
spare parts are not
actual
available.
aircraft that had engines changed has flown to Zimbabwe.
Exactly. Okay. All I hear, spare parts are not available. I've given you the direction where the spare parts are. I've given you that information.
Who is to blame here, Captain? You have not answered my question. Is it the Civil Aviation Authority? Is it Uganda Airlines? Is it its
Before
leaders?
before we even think of whom to blame, or whether
Is it
civil
Vamuturachi
aviation,
as everyone?
ground handling services, the airliner itself, blaming the lady Vamuturachi. You people are just, I don't know. But anyway, each and every individual who has a problem with Uganda Airlines should come and air it out. Okay? This issue shouldn't be a stepping stone, okay, to drive out people's anger that are not even specific on that particular anger. Okay? Yes, I understand. People may not be, people are not good with the whole system of aviation in Uganda. Okay? But let's try to break it down. One, Uganda Airlines is a carrier.
Is our national carrier?
Yes. Its role is to shift people
move
or move
passengers.
people from point A to point B. Okay?
With comfort, with ease and safety.
And safety. That's their role. Okay. Right? When it comes to ground handling, it's not Uganda Airlines.
You're doing a live podcast, so I'll be googling sometimes.
No problem. When it comes to ground handling, that's not the responsibility of Uganda Airlines. And that's where people get hiccups. All right?
Yes, please.
And I've been forced, and I'm going to be forced, to come in here, all right? At least sensitize people on how to travel.
Flightreport.com is giving us Uganda Airlines rating of 8.9 out of 10 on average.
Exactly. Good statistics. Out for the public to
Let me
understand.
give you one here for Skytrax. And Skytrax is giving us a rating of 8.4 out of 100 on average.
Too close to call. Out of 10. Look at those lovely statistics. But because Ugandans don't have the culture of research and reading, that's where you go wrong. You see? That's why you go wrong. The airliner is performing good. It's climbing ladders. And that lady has really done a big role. All right? When it comes to statistics, I'll give you the statistics. Right from 2020 up to where we are. Okay? And in fact, on this Thursday, Uganda Airlines are having their anniversary.
Yes,
a 6-year anniversary.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Big up Uganda Airlines on your 6-year anniversary. Hope you invite me. I'll be there.
Okay, Captain, I want to take you for a really short commercial break and we'll be right back. We still have more to talk about Uganda Airlines before we switch to other aviation content that has made headlines this week and the past week.
Thank you
For being with us, ladies and gentlemen, aviators, non-aviators, the general public. Remember this podcast and live is being sponsored by Wama Aero Innovations. Thank you so much. I will be right back.